Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Current River Broadcasting. We're at Brummett Stadium at Griffin Field in Doniphan, Missouri for tonight's Doniphan High School football game. They're going to be taking on the Madrid County Central Eagles. I'm Keith Bowman. I am going to be by myself tonight. Bo Black will had other commitments, but he will be back with you next Friday night, and I will be gone. So he's going to get his thrown in the fire right off the bat. He's only done one game with me, and you'll have to bear with him a little bit next week. But anyway, the Madrid County Centrals come in undefeated. They're 3-0 on the season, and the Dons are 0-3. And this is their second home game of the season. They lost to Kennett first game of the season. And we're just a couple of minutes away from the kickoff. Still got 2 minutes on the clock, but both teams are headed out to the field, so they may take the couple minutes off there, and we may get started early. I do want to mention that Doniphan is dealing with lots and lots of injuries, so much so that they didn't play last week at Caruthersville. They had to forfeit that game. And tonight, I think they've only got 4 players on the sideline, and that is not very many when you're talking about football. I look at this side over here. The Madrid looks like they've probably got 25 or 30 over here on the sideline besides the 11 that are out on the field. And the Madrid is going to receive the kickoff, and Caden Buffington will be kicking. And deep for the Madrid will be number 2, Jaquan Jones. And we'll get that other number as soon as he turns around here a little bit. It looks like number 5, B.J. Williamson. And they're getting ready to kick off, and we still got 1 minute and 7 seconds on the clock. They're getting a little ahead of themselves here. It is a beautiful night, pretty good crowd on hand. As week number 4 of the 2023 football season is about to get underway for the Doniphan Dons and the Madrid County Central Eagles. I mentioned next week the Dons will be at home against the Dexter Bearcats next week. Only 4 home games this year and 5 away. And Caden Buffington's wanting to get this underway. He's kicking off for the Dons. He's waiting on that clock to count down. We still got about 20 seconds left. As I mentioned, I see looks like about 5, maybe 5 or 6 Dons over on the sideline that have their jerseys on, but they're not just out to play tonight. And I believe, it looked like to me, most of those were freshmen as well. All right, we got 12 minutes on the clock. We're ready to get underway. Caden Buffington gets into it, and a bouncing kick's going to be picked up by Williamson at the 20. He's waiting for a block. He gets to the outside. He's got some room, and he's going to get all the way into the Madrid territory. As all the Dons got caught in by the hash marks, and once he got around the end there, he was able to get it out to the 49-yard line of the Eagles. So they will start in their own territory. And it looks like B.J. Williamson's going to be lined up at quarterback. They don't have him. They have him listed as a wide receiver, but. And Ty Williams is in the backfield, and right off the bat, we've got whistles on the play. Whistles blow, but I didn't see any flags come down. But we will restart it and redo it here. Just underway here in the first quarter. Williamson hands it off to Williams. Got a hole up the middle. He's inside the 40, and he's going to be tackled down around the 35-yard line. We'll see where they mark him. So first down on the first play for Ty Williams, the running back for New Madrid. They're going to mark him at the 28. Well, that was a pickup of 34, pickup of 16 yards on the first play. Williamson flips it to number 20. He's got a big hole, and he's going to have another first down as he gets down around the 20-yard line. That was number 20, the A.J. Ruff. He's He was lined up as a wide receiver. They've got him listed as a running back, so they're using guys in different positions. He came around and got the pitch from Williamson, and 2 quick first downs for Madrid. They're already down to the 21-yard line. They're going to mark it 1st and 10. We got 3 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. And I think the Dons jumped offside. Well, again, now they're going to throw a flag this time, I believe. It will be offside against the Dons. I didn't want to mention number 10 out there. If you see him he's over on the far wide out over there, wide receiver. His name is Jadis Jones, and he is a all-state basketball player as well. Pass out in the flat, man, and wide open Jones, and he's going to get around the end, and he's going to take it into the end zone for a touchdown. So a quick strike for Madrid. 3 plays, 49-yard drive, and that was a pass to Jaquan Jones, and the Dons couldn't get him down before he got to the end zone. So Madrid takes a quick 6-0 lead, and they're going to go for 2. The offense stays on the field. Snap back. Another pitch, same play, and Jones walks into the end zone. A.J. Ruff. That was exactly the same play they ran the second play from scrimmage and picked up 21 yards. And the Dons weren't able to stop the 2-point conversion, so they trail 8-0 here with only 1 minute and 3 seconds gone in the first quarter. So they will kick off to the Dons, and the Dons will have Devin Alfonso, number 4, and number 15, Madden Wooldridge back. Kicker for New Madrid is Gabriel Tomatis. He'll tee it up at the 40-yard line, as the Dons are in a hole early. It's going to be tough with only 15 players dressed out tonight, and the Madrid comes in with a record of 3-0 as well. Kick deep. Devin Alfonso takes it at the 22, comes up the middle with it. Nice run, and he's going to get out to about the 43. And he's going to be brought down by Caleb Moore of the Eagles. About a 22-yard return for Devin Alfonso. I believe if he just stayed in the middle of the field there, he probably could have got a little more yardage, but that was a good tackle by Moore. Making it 1st and 10 for Doniphan. And the Dons come out with Trenton Anders, number 68 on the line. Number 51, Zach Cook. There's 74, Hunter Jones, and number 50, Caden Buffington. That's your offensive line. And it's going to be Logan Price, number 12, and at quarterback. He sets up in the shotgun, hands it off, and hit in the backfield. Hit immediately was John Joyner, number 16. And he's going to lose yards on the first play. Going to lose about 4. Number 54, and that'll make it 2nd down and 14. So not a good start on the offensive side of the ball either. Number 2 out there is Cliff Hodo. Joyner in the backfield. Alfonso out wide, number 4. Price throws it out. Pass is caught. And Wooldridge is going to get it back up to about the original line of scrimmage, a 44. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 10. Also out on the field, number 21 is Jaden Billings. And did we have a penalty on the play? Well, I guess we did. I didn't see a flag down. I see the official on the far side putting it back in his pocket. And they're going to run it back to the 35, so it was a 5-yard penalty. I did not see the official give the sign, so it must have been an illegal procedure, illegal motion. So instead of 3rd and 10, it will be 2nd and 19. Got to get into the Madrid territory. Back to pass, and the pass is intercepted, and he's going to take it in for a touchdown as there was nobody around him. That was number 8, Samir Smith. And the Madrid scores quickly. And Logan Price looked like that was who he was throwing the ball to. So that makes it 14-0. And they're going to go for 2 again. So the Madrid's offense has scored a touchdown. Their defense has scored a touchdown. And we've still got 9:43 left first quarter. Handoff. Williams gets to the outside and a good tackle there. And that was Caden Buffington. And Caden played well in the first game of the year as well. He's all over the field, and he kept him from getting in for that 2-point conversion. So our score is 14-0 with 9:43 to go in the first quarter. I talked about this all game long. The last game that we had against Kennett, the Dons could not get any yards on offense, and they had a negative 4-yard play on the first play, and then they had a 5-yard gain, or excuse me, a 4-yard gain, and a penalty negated that, and then they throw the interception, return for a touchdown. So Tomatis, I guess is how you say his name. This time the ball's dropped at the 30 and it's picked back up, and running out to outside the 40 is going to be
number 22, Jalen Young, carrying back for Doniphan.
Okay, I don't have him down. Number 22, Jalen Young.
That's going to set the ball.
Write that down real quick.
40.
Dons have good field position.
42. First and 10 for Doniphan.
It'll be at their own 42-yard line, first down. And with only 15 players, and even before all the guys started getting hurt and some of the guys quit the team, they were playing so many of the players on offense and defense, man, that just wears you down. And they're really going to have to do that tonight. Man in motion, handed off and tackled in the backfield again for another loss. And that's going to be Madden Woolridge, tackled in the backfield. And that's going to be a big loss there.
Number 59, Connor Henderson, able to penetrate the backfield.
And they're going to mark it back at the 36. So that was a 6-yard loss. So it'll be 2nd and 16. And the Dons in a throwing situation again. They're going to hand it off up the middle. A hole there for just a second, but it closed real quickly. And Joyner's going to be tackled at the line of scrimmage.
Number 16, John.
And it'll be 3rd down and 16. And the Madrid defense is looking really tough as well.
Ball for Doniphan. That's going to bring out 3rd.
I said they're 3-0 on the season. The Madrid always has good sports teams, especially basketball and football. Logan Price will back it up into the shotgun with 8:25 to go. And he's going to take it himself. He's going to be drugged down from behind. And that was real close to a horse collar tackle. But there's no flags on the play, so that's going to bring up 4th down. And it looks like the offense is going to stay on. Nope, they're going to punt. Caden Buffington will step back to punt. That's just too far to go in your own territory. And again, negative yardage. They lost 7 yards on that drive.
Number 5, Williamson.
B.J. Williamson back about the 37-yard line to receive the punt from Caden Buffington. And that one is kicked off the side of his foot. And Dons get a little bit of a bounce, but it's going to go out of bounds at the 43-yard line of the Madrid. So that's where they will take over with 7:32 to go in the first quarter. Already up 14-0.
First official timeout
And we got a timeout here, so we're going to take one as well. We'll take a 1-minute break and be back here with more Don's football here on Current River Broadcasting.
Through the years, it's taken all of us to make our community great. We're proud that Chevrolet has been an important part of America's history for many generations. And Ripley County, Missouri, you are as American as it gets. And that's why your friends at Countryside Chevrolet of Doniphan want to say thank you. Thank you for making our country and our community great.
We're for road trips. We're for hitting up Arthur Bryant's for lunch and making it to Lambert's for dinner. We're for drop tops, T-tops, classics, cruisers, steel horses, and real horses. Have you ever hit a deer? Yep, we're for you too. We're for getting stuck in traffic and 6-lane freeways that aren't so free. We're for Missouri license plates. No, medals of pride. Like us, no two roads are alike, but we're all connected. We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and if you're a Missouri driver, we're for you.
I am Doug Green, your Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance agent.
Welcome back, everybody. No Madrid with the ball. They're going to go deep. They got a man wide open, and he's going to run right under it, and that is number 20 again, and that was A.J. Ruff.
Pass complete.
And that was a 58-yard touchdown throw from B.J. Williamson to A.J. Ruff. And we're going to have a flag down. And I'm not sure if that's after the play or during the play. It was the flag's down way down the field. We'll wait and see what the official says. Okay, the touchdown's going to stand, and then there's going to be a personal foul against the Madrid. Probably a little bit too much celebrating, I would imagine, or a little trash talking going on there after the touchdown. So the touchdown will stand. That will make it 20-0. And they will again line up to go for 2 points. They've converted on one, and Caden Buffington made a really nice play to stop them from getting the second one.
Going to be a dead ball personal foul. The score counts.
B.J. Williamson, every time so far, has lined up in the shotgun, even on the running plays. They put 3 guys out to the right side. Ty Williams in the backfield, and he gets the handoff, cuts it back into the middle, and haven't seen a signal yet.
And Doniphan denies those extra points.
Well, they cut him short again. They must have got him about the half-yard line. So the score will remain 20-0. And the Madrid will kick off again. With a 20-0 lead. And still 7 minutes and 23 seconds left in the first quarter. The days are definitely getting shorter. It's 7:15 and still a little daylight, but it's starting to get dark. The lights will take effect here pretty soon.
Kicking for Madrid.
I think I heard somewhere in the last day or two the time changes on November the 7th, I believe. So they will mark that 15 yards off on the kickoff for the Madrid. So instead of kicking off from the 40, they'll kick it off from the 25. Well, the Dons should be able to get good field position, but they have not. Actually, all their yards so far are negative. No positive yards. The one play they did was called back for a penalty. Tomatis kicks a low one down the middle. Going to be picked up again by Young. Out to the 45, and he is hit. And number 28 makes the tackle. That is Jaden Guest. And the Don's done a poor job of blocking right there because he had a couple of guys right in front of him, and they run right by the man who made the tackle. If they would have blocked him, he probably could have got another 5, 10, maybe 15 yards. But still good field position. They'll start at their own 45, looking for a positive play here on first down. Instead of being second and long, they need to get something going on the first down. The Madrid's playing with a 3-man defensive front. Dropping back to pass. He's throwing it deep, and that one is almost intercepted. It was underthrown. He got hit just about the time they let go the ball by Zach Gamblin. Number 51 got a hand, I think, on Logan Price's arm about the time he threw the football, so it'll be 2nd and 10. Dons are trying to throw the ball, but haven't had any success yet. Gonna fake the handoff. Price has got it. He's gonna run it himself, and he is hit hard over there after about a 3-yard gain. Looked like he was gonna get a little more than that, but the Madrid reacted quickly to get him knocked out at the 48-yard line. That'll bring up a 3rd and 7. Clock stops. Runner was knocked out of bounds. Now the official gets it going again. There's 7 minutes left in the first quarter. 3rd down and 7. Ball at the 48-yard line of the Dons. Price fakes the handoff, and the ball's dropped, and it's picked up by Crothersville. Joyner didn't take the handoff. I don't know if it was a bad handoff or he just didn't get his hands on it. And another turnover on the Dons. And again, negative yards after that drop of negative 2 yards on that drive, and it's just killing them right now, which they've had problem with turnovers all year long.
Ball placed on the 43-yard line.
And the Madrid's got it again. And it will be at the Dons' 43-yard line. Williamson hands it off. Nope, he keeps it. He's going to take it himself. Gets to the outside, and it's going to be knocked out around the first down marker. We'll see if they said he got far enough. I think they're going to mark it at the 34.
Number 5, Williamson.
So he's a little bit short.
Out of bounds by number 50, Caden Bubbington.
He's about a yard short of the first down.
2.
2nd down and 1. Ball at the 44-yard line. And we got a timeout called by the Dons with 6:39 to go in the first quarter. We'll take a break, and we'll be back in 30 seconds. Stay with us.
Hometown Pharmacy is your one-stop pharmacy for all of your medical needs. Our pharmacists provide shots for flu, pneumonia, and shingles all in this pharmacy with no appointment necessary. Refills can be requested online or through our app, and delivery is available if you live within the city limits. Transferring prescriptions is easy, so come by or give us a call, and our friendly staff will take care of everything. Come experience the difference a hometown pharmacy can make on LaRue Street in Doniphan.
We got 6 minutes, 39 seconds left first quarter. The Madrid driving again. They've already scored 3 touchdowns in the first 5 minutes and 21 seconds. Dons have had 2 turnovers. One of those an interception return for a touchdown. That was by Samir Smith of New Madrid, and then they just fumbled on the last possession. And New Madrid driving again. They got a 2nd down and 1 at the Dons' 34-yard line. After the timeout, team's back on the field. Williamson hands it off, wide open on this side of the field, 30-yard line, 25, down inside the 20 to the 16-yard line, and that's going to be Ty Williams again. And the Dons are getting sucked in on them outside running plays. They're all inside the hash marks, and they're taking the ball to the outside, and there's nobody there to make a tackle until they get 20 yards downfield. They'll mark it at the 16-yard line, 1st and 10. Williamson takes the snap, drops back to pass, Going to throw it deep in the corner. Jadis Jones makes the catch and another touchdown.
Pass complete.
And I tell you what, Cliff Hodo is not very tall. And he was trying to guard Jadis Jones, who is about the one I said that was a great basketball player. He's about 6'7". And Hodo didn't have much of a chance. They just threw that one up there kind of like a jump ball.
Jones able to catch the ball.
And that makes it 26-0. And they'll go for two again, trying to get that back up to 28. They last two times on the two-point conversion. The Dons have stopped them. They're 1 of 3 so far. Man in motion. They fake it. Now Williamson goes to the outside, and he gets in, but there's flags all over the field. And it's going to be a hold against the Madrid, so that will back them up 10 yards. They have not tried to kick an extra point so far. I don't know. We'll see if they keep their offense on the field to go for two. They'll move it back to the, I think the 13-yard line is where they'll be. The Dons still got to be alert here because they've thrown the ball really well too. Might be a little bit hard to run it in from that far out, but they've only got one play here to get this two-point conversion from the 12-yard line. Williamson in a shotgun, passes out in the flat, and they are gonna down in the corner. I can't see. They're gonna. Yep, they say he got in, and again they just passed a little pass out in the flat on the left side to Ruff, and he run it in. Dons couldn't get him down. That makes it 28-0. We're still 4 seconds from being halfway through the first quarter. Tomatis will kick off again.
For the kick, Gabriel Tabastes. Back to receive for Doniphan. Number 4, Alfonso.
Devin Alfonso, and this time Demarion Brown is back. And Logan Price goes high and gets the takes the kick, and a good return back out to the 48-yard line. And the Dons have had great field position every time, but they have not got any yardage at all. Their total yardage is negative yardage right now.
10 for Doniphan.
They're only 2 yards away from midfield, and I think that's the third time that they've started past their 40-yard line. Nothing to show for it so far. They break the huddle on the sideline, come out. Logan Price still in at quarterback. Alfonso and Hodo come out wide right. A couple of wide receivers wide left. Nobody in the backfield. Price passes and is incomplete. We've got more than one flag on the field, and it's going to be against the Dons. And number 54, Marvion Cranford, was in on the quarterback Price there when he threw that, and I believe that's whoever was blocking Cranford was one that was going to be whistled for the holding penalty.
Holding called against Doniphan.
So again, they're backed up again at first down and 20. Back at the 38-yard line.
Not at the infraction.
Fake the handoff, and the ball is loose again. And Price trying to hand it to Joyner, and Joyner, they're not connecting on the handoff, and the Madrid's going to come out of there with it again. Third turnover in 4 possessions for the Dons. It looks like to me that Joyner both times was past the quarterback, and Price tried to hand it to him, and he was already past him. And you got to pace yourself to get there when a quarterback has the football instead of going past him.
New Madrid now has control of the ball, setting up first.
And they mark it at the, looks like the 33-yard line of the Dons. Again, they start in Dons territory. Williamson's got a hole, wide open. He's going to get inside the 20-yard line, another big gain.
Number 5, B.J. Williamson. Able to get a first down.
And the Madrid looking to score their 5th touchdown here in the first quarter. And we're still barely over halfway through the first quarter. They mark it at the 16. That was a 17-yard gain for Williamson, the quarterback. This time he hands off a big hole up the middle, and that's a different man in the game, number 21. That is Charlie Rosano, and he gets down to about the 1-yard line.
Number 21.
Another big gain of 15 yards, and quickly the Madrid lines up, trying to push it in again. And Rosano gets it again. Nope, he fakes the handoff to him, and Williamson's going to take it, and he's going to be tackled just short of the goal line. That was Hunter Jones who made the tackle for the Dons.
At the 2nd-yard line.
So they line up quickly again. They're about a half yard from the end zone. Williamson takes the snap, hands it off, and Rosano is going to take it in for a touchdown.
Touchdown, New Madrid.
The Madrid is getting some fresh bodies in there as they've been on offense almost the whole first quarter. Time of possession, we've played 7 minutes, and I bet they've had the ball probably 5 of those minutes. They've scored quickly, but they've already scored 5 touchdowns, and they're going to go for 2 again. Evidently, Tomatis, their kicker, is not much on kicking. Williamson drops the ball, and he still gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. So they're 3 of 5 now on 2-point conversions, and they lead 36-0 with 5 minutes left first quarter.
And we set up for another kick.
I did not mention it before the game. I wanted to see how it went beforehand, but both coaches agree with the Dons being so short of players that if either team got ahead 35-0, they would run the clock no matter what time in the game it was. So from here on out, the clock, as long as it stays above a 35-point lead for New Madrid, the clock will run continuously except when somebody calls a timeout and at halftime.
Back to receive for Doniphan.
So the score 36-0. Clock running right now. It's 4:20 left first quarter. Tomatis will kick off again from the 40-yard line. He kicks this one deep. Don's going to have to go back and get that one. Devin Alfonso drops it, picks it back up, gets to the 20, and gets out to about the 23-yard line. And that is the worst field position for the Dons so far.
All up for Doniphan.
And they mark it at the, looks like the 24-yard line. So that's where the Dons will start. First and 10.
Setting up first and 10 for Doniphan.
Price backs up in the shotgun for the Dons. Hands it off. And we got a flag thrown by the umpire, and that's usually holding on the offense. But we will not jump to any conclusions, but I would almost bet $100 that's what it is. Usually if the umpire throws a flag, it's an offensive hold, and that's what they call. I think he actually lost yardage on the play, a yard or two. We'll see if they take the penalty or decline it. They're going to decline it.
And it's declined by New Madrid.
So it'll be second down, and it looks like he got back close to the line of scrimmage. But we'll call it 2nd and 10. Price hands it off. Joyner gets to the outside, and then he is caught up with before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Number 16, John Joyner.
Madrid is just so quick getting to the outside. And their Dons don't seem to be blocking well enough. The 3 defensive linemen for Madrid are big guys. And they're only using 3 defensive linemen, so the Dons with 5 offensive linemen should be able to get a little better blocking than that, at least get a little bit of yardage, but they haven't been able to do it yet. He lost a yard. It's 3rd and 11. Price is going to throw it long, and it's going to be intercepted again. And that is number 1, Ty Williams. He's still got the ball, and he is going to be caught from behind and brought down by Demarion Brown. He intercepted that at about the 50-yard line and run it back to the 33.
Demarion Brown.
1:05 left first quarter, and the Madrid again in Don's territory.
This will make it 1st and 10 for New Madrid.
All the New Madrid players looking over to head coach Tyler Fullhart to get the play. Williamson drops back to pass. Got plenty of time. Steps up. And he is going to be tackled there. Good job there by. That is number 53, Kendall Schroeder. We got an illegal motion called against the Madrid.
Number 5, Williamson.
And it looks like
Make something out of the play.
looks like the Dons are going to take the penalty. I think I'd almost
Schrader.
decline that because they're going to move it back. So that's going to be the end of the first quarter as the clock ticks down. It is 36-0 in favor of New Madrid at the end of 1 quarter. We'll be back in 1 minute. Second quarter action on Current River Broadcasting.
We see the potential of her and him and you, of where you're from and what you can accomplish. Because when you set your mind to it, there's nothing you can't do. But reaching your potential isn't just about achieving your goals. It's about helping others, supporting your neighbors, building your community, and investing in people that make a difference. Like her, and him, and you. Because when you're from here, that's just what you do. And from here, we can do anything.
Remind you that tomorrow, Saturday, September 16th.
Welcome back, everybody. Keith Bowman back at
Jackson, Missouri.
Brummett Stadium at Griffin Field in Doniphan, Missouri. We are at the end of the first quarter. The Madrid has scored on every possession. They've had it 5 times, and they've scored 5 touchdowns. And they are 3 out of 5 on 2-point conversions. And that adds up to 36 points, and they've got it again after the Dons turned it over again for the 3rd time in 4 possessions. And they've got the ball at the 39-yard line. They had a 5-yard penalty right before the end of the first quarter, and it will be 1st and 15 from the Dons' 39-yard line. Now the Madrid going from left to right now here in the second quarter.
Second quarter of play.
Williamson hands it off to Williams. Excuse me, that is number 21 again. And he's going to get down to about the 31, 32-yard line. That is Rossano. And we'll see where they mark it. Well, they're going to mark it at the 30. It looked like he was short of the 30-yard line. They've got to get to the 23-yard line for a first down. So it'll be 2nd down and 7. They have 3rd on the board, but I think it's 2nd because they snap back and they hand it off to Williams, and he drops the ball. And it's going to be, he falls on it back at about the 36, 37-yard line. Well, that will make it 3rd down.
That's going to bring up 4th.
Well, it's that they're saying that's 4th down, but
About 14 for Madrid.
unless I missed a play somewhere, it's 3rd down because it was 1st and 15 when they come out. They've only ran 2 plays. It says 4th and 14, but we'll see. If it is 4th down, they're going for it. Pass out to Jones. Cuts to the outside, gets around the man down to the 30, and he cuts back into the center of the field. He's going to make it down to the 20, the 15, 10, 5, and a touchdown. And just too quick and too big for the Dons. Don't make any difference if it was 3rd or 4th down now. That makes it 42-0. The thing I can't figure out is when he caught the ball, it didn't look like there was a Dons defender even close to him. I know they don't have anybody tall enough to contend with him, but you got to have somebody up there close. It looked like when the ball was snapped, whoever was up supposed to be guarding him backed off, and he was just wide open. Now, he made some great moves. Going to try to throw it in the end zone. Williamson's going to roll out, throw it up, and it's going to be picked off in the end zone. So the two-point conversion will not be any good. Dons have defended those fairly well. And with 9 minutes left in the first half, it's 42-0 in favor of Madrid. Tomatis will kick off again. Dons will have Madden Woolridge and Devin Alfonso deep. They're standing about the 15-yard line. Tomatis kicks it in the air. Alfonso's going to take it at 19. Gets out to the 20, out to the 25, the 30. Nice move. And he's got one man to beat. Down to the 40, 35, 30. And he is going to take it. Oh, he's going to be tackled at about the 9-yard line. What a return for Devin Alfonso. The kicker had to bring him down. He was the last man to defend him there. As he takes it all the way down to the 8, about the 8 or 9 yard line. What a return. Let's see, he caught that at the 19, so that's 31, 41, about a 72-yard return for Alfonso. They're going to mark it at the 9-yard line. Dons will have it 1st and goal.
9-yard line.
Chance to get on the board here, but
1st and goal for Doniphan.
got to get some positive yards. I'll say one thing, Alfonso's pretty quick because he outruns some of their several of their players. So the Dons will have it at the Madrid 9-yard line, 1st and goal. Price dropped back. Joyner on his left shoulder. Fakes it. Price is going to take it. And he's going to get down to about the 6-yard line. He had a little bit of room there, but he just wasn't able to outrun the defense.
Moved the ball.
But they did get positive yards there, 3 yards on that play. Make it 2nd and goal
And 6.
from the 6-yard line. 7.5 minutes to go first half. Don's looking to get on the board. Price backs up in the shotgun. Hands it off up the middle, Joyner, and he's going to be tackled at the line of scrimmage. Don's just not getting any blocking up front. 5 against 3. Of course, I know their linebackers step up too, but they should be able to get a little bit of a push with 5 of them blocking 3, but Madrid's defensive line is really doing good. Now it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 6, and Madden Woolridge is going to check in to the backfield. Third down and goal. Hand off to Woolridge. He gets inside the 5, but it's only going to be down to the 4. And it's going to be 4th and goal from the 4-yard line, so you know the Dons are going to go for it here. Caden Buffington looking over at the sideline. I think he's wanting to try to kick a field goal because he was doing the kicking motion.
The line of scrimmage, that's 4th and about 5.
Ball's at the 4-yard line. Don's got one more play here. They got to get it in the end zone on this play or turn it over on downs. Price takes a snap, rolls out to the right, and his pass is incomplete. Knocked away trying to get it to Cliff Hodo. So after that great return by Devin Alfonso, Don's come up empty.
That's going to turn the ball over, and New Madrid going to gain control of the ball on the 5-yard line.
The Madrid will take over on their own 4-yard line. Dons have had no answer for their offense so far in this game. A lot of times it looks like the Dons are running in slow motion when they're trying to catch these guys. Williamson standing on the end line. He's going to take it himself, run to the outside. He's going to get out to the 10. Got blockers ahead of him. Out to the 20. And he's got one man to beat. Hodo gets around him. Now he's got Madden Woolridge. And he gets all the way to the 30, the 20, 10, and touchdown. 96-yard run for the quarterback, B.J. Williamson. That was one of those plays I just said. Looked like the Dons are running in slow motion compared to New Madrid.
And there's a flag on the field.
Are they bringing the play? They're bringing the play back. Then a personal foul against the Madrid. They're bringing it back. So that's going to wipe off a 96-yard touchdown run by B.J. Williamson. I don't know where they will mark that from. It's got to be from the line of scrimmage, I would think. It wasn't a hold. Sometimes a hold, they will call it from where the hold happened, but they were on the 4-yard line. It would be half the distance to the goal, and it'd only take them back a couple of yards. The officials are having a discussion over on the far side of the field. Well, that was quite a run there by B.J. Williamson. And the officials coming over here to he's talking with the Madrid coach. I'm not really sure what he called there. And I'm not sure where the ball's going to be. If that was a penalty on them, if it was anything besides a hold on the run, they should have it back like at the 2-yard line. We'll see when we come back. We've got a timeout called by Madrid with 3:04 to go in the first half. We'll take a 30-second break, and we'll be right back.
At Mathis Timber, our goal is to provide our landowners with the greatest possible financial return on their timber lands, while not damaging young timber or leaving your property in a mess. We have served Ripley County and the surrounding areas since 1939. We will buy your timber on lump sum total or percentage. We have several references upon request. Contact Craig Mathis at 573-429-0996 and see how Mathis Timber can assist you with all your timber harvesting needs.
Well, if you're watching, I'm just as confused as you are on that last call. I do not know what they called. I don't know where the ball is going to be spotted or anything. As I said, if that was not a holding call during the run, and the first down markers are still back at the 4-yard line, or 5, whatever they started on. And one of the officials has the football. And they're going to put it on the 9-yard line. I don't get that. I don't understand that. Or the 14. He's on the 14-yard line. They were on the 4-yard line. I mean, that's giving them 10 yards on the play. Whatever. I guess it's 1st and 10. They're moving the first down markers. The official did not call a hold. If it was a hold during the run, it's from the spot of the hold. And that's the only thing it could have been, because they would be back at about the 2-yard line. And I still don't think they know what they're doing.
Almost like they took away the touchdown. That gave them a first down.
Well, now they're moving them back. I still think that the ball's got to be back. Well, it had to be a holding call, but that's not what the official signaled. He signaled for a personal foul. That goes back to where the line of scrimmage, but it looks like it's 2nd and 1. They hand it off. And what a hit there. And Buffington does it again for the Dons as he just leveled Rossano. He did get the first down, but he put a hit on him. He will remember that one.
Gets hit hard by number 50, taking Buffington for Doniphan.
So it'll be first down from the 16-yard line for the Eagles. There's only 2 minutes and 15 seconds left, but you've seen what they can do in one play just a couple of plays ago. And they're going to try the same play again. There he goes. He gets to the outside again. He's out to the 40. Don's not going to let him go all the way, but he still gets to the 45-yard line. He just catches the ball and takes off running with it out on that left side. As I said earlier in the game, the Dons are being sucked in on defense between the hash marks. And when he gets out there, he's just too fast for him to get out there and catch up with him if there's not somebody out there to begin with. They're going to say he went out of bounds at the 42. Minute and a half to go. Man in motion. They flip it off. He gets to the 45, and we're going to have another hold. He's going to get a good gain there, and Buffington again with a hard tackle. But it's probably going to be a holding call as it was thrown back at the line of scrimmage, and it is.
Number 20.
The Madrid will be going to call for a whistle for a hold. That was A.J. Ruff again. They've run that play 2 or 3 times and been very successful doing it. Of course, they're having very, very many plays they haven't been successful on. That will move them back to about the 32-yard line. 1st and 20 with 45 seconds left in the first half.
Ten-yard penalty, setting up 1st and 20.
Down to 28 seconds. They better watch. Pass out. That's rough. Sidesteps one defender. And again, they're going to have to catch up with him. Cliff Hodo is going to run him out of bounds with 13 seconds left. And the clock may run down before they run another play, but they are just so fast.
Forced out of bounds by number 4.
And the Madrid's going to call a timeout to stop that clock with 7 seconds left. So you know what they're going to do here? They're going to mark the ball at the 32-yard line. So that was a 36-yard gain on just a simple little pass out to the wide receiver on the left side, and he caught it right at the line of scrimmage. He was just able to outrun the Dons over on that side.
September 18th, the home game will be played against Twin Rivers, and the first pitch is scheduled at 4:30 p.m.
The Madrid trying to get another score on the board before halftime. They lead 42-0 right now. I think the Donette softball team got a win today over Naylor. How much? 15-0 over Naylor. The girls volleyball team's doing pretty well too, I think. They're 6-5. All right, we'll see if Williamson throws one up to the end zone here, or tries that same play running it on the left side. He's going to roll out to the right, then chase. Now he goes back to the left side. He's just going to throw it up in the end zone, and it is going to be out of bounds out of the end zone, and that will end the first half with the Madrid up 42-0, and we got a flag on the play. And if that's on the Madrid, all the Dons got to do is decline it, and the half will be over. I think it's three consecutive. Well, 3 out of the last 4 plays, a penalty on the Madrid. So they're, with that big lead, they're getting a little lackadaisical out there. But with that kind of lead, you can afford to a little bit. They lead at 42-0 at halftime here at Doniphan over the Dons in what is the 4th game of the season for the Madrid. The Dons have only played 2, but they are 0-3 coming in tonight, and the Madrid looking for their 4th win. Well, we will take a break here at halftime. We'll be back to get the second half underway. The Dons will receive the second half kickoff from the Eagles to start the 3rd quarter. 42-0 is our halftime score. We'll be back shortly. Welcome back, everybody. This is Keith Bowman. We are back after halftime, getting ready to start the second half. From the Madrid with a huge lead over the Dons, 42-0. Dons will receive the second half kickoff. In that first half, the Madrid scored every time they had the football except for the last time, and the clock ran out. Probably, maybe the only reason they didn't score. So they scored 6 touchdowns. Let's see, is that right? Yeah, 6 touchdowns in the first half, and 3 of those came on turnovers by the Dons to turn the ball over in their own territory. And they had a short field to work with, and they took advantage of it. And we'll see if the Dons were able to get anything lined out here. As I said before the game, only 15 players dressed out for the Dons today with injuries, and some kids have quit the team. And it's just a tough way to go. I mean, these kids out here are playing. They've stuck with it, and they're trying to get better. But it's just kind of hard when you're having to play almost all your players on both sides of the football, offense and defense. It's a long game when you do that. We will have a running clock here as long as its lead stays above 35 in the second half. The kick is deep, and it is fielded. And out to the 25-30, right up the middle, up to about the little 32, 33-yard line. So that's where the Dons will start. Weren't able to get anything going on offense in that first half. Weren't able to run the ball at all. And I believe the only pass completion they had was called back because of a penalty early in the first half. They're going to mark it at the 34-yard line for the Dons to start with. And Logan Price will still be in there at quarterback. John Joyner's been in the backfield most of the night. Can't tell if that's him or not. Snap back. Handoff is to Joyner, and he is hit in the backfield. And the Dons' offensive line look like to me they're just running down the field and letting the defensive line get by them. They're not touching them, and the running backs have nowhere to go. Another loss on the play of 2 yards. Second down and 12. I'm going to concentrate on watching the line this time and see if which they're probably going to pass now, but I mean, there was 3, the Madrid County Central Eagles in the backfield before Joyner could even get going. Low snap, Price catches it, throws out. The pass is complete, but it's only going to be for about a yard gain. He rifled that one pretty good. That was a good-looking pass. It's just they're not getting any yards on them when they do complete them. A 1-yard gain. It'll be 3rd down and 11.
Bring up 3rd and about 12.
Snap back. Price throws it again. Man, wide open there. That was a good throw. The last 2 throws have been really good, and he's going to end up getting the first. I think they whistled it dead. He was still moving.
That's complete to number 2, Cliff Hodo.
They blew that one down too fast.
Ball finally.
He's a couple of yards short of the first down, and I would think the Dons will probably go for it even if they're on their own end here because they're down so big. And the last 2 passes have really looked good by Logan Price. Fourth and 2. Throws it again, wide open. Oh, he dropped it. Cliff Hodo dropped it. He was wide open, had the first down. And that was a good pass again. Price threw 3 good balls there. 2 of them were caught, but they couldn't come away with the first down on that 4th down attempt. So the Dons turn it over on downs on their end of the field. The Madrid will take over at the 42-yard line.
and making sure the game is played fairly tonight.
We'll see. It looks like New Madrid's going to bring in
Terry Gilbeck,
maybe their second team here, because I see Williamson and Jones and some of those other guys sitting on the sideline here. A.J. Ruff, and those three were the best players in that first half for New Madrid on offense. We'll see who comes in at quarterback. They have Caleb Moore, a sophomore, number 4. And he's going to be the one out there. And it's going to be number 21, Rosano. He did play some in the first half, had a touchdown. He'll be in the backfield. So Moore will be the quarterback. He hands it off. Rosano gets a hole up the middle, and he's going to get down inside the 40-yard line, and they'll mark him at about the 37. That'll be a pickup of about 5 yards, so it'll be 2nd down and 5.
Some hard hitting going on. Number 21, Charlie Rishondo, carrying for New Madrid.
Man in motion. They flip it to him and almost tackled in the backfield, but he gets away. But the Dons are going to run him out of bounds for a loss. And that's going to be number 15, B.J. Waters. Dons sniffed that one out pretty good, and that was
B.J. Waters forced out of bounds.
Trying to see.
Number 2, Cliff Hodo.
Number 68 for the Dons. Trenton Anders almost had him back there for a big loss. They knocked him back almost to the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd down and 9. And we'll see if Caleb Moore, the second-string quarterback, puts the ball in the air. Man in motion. They fake the handoff, hole up the middle, and that's going to be a 1st down for Rosano. And I think there's a flag coming in for a face mask, and there's about 3 of them thrown. And that's going to move the ball down 15 yards further. Third down and 9, and Dons couldn't get the stop.
Personal foul being called against.
They act like they were anticipating the pass, but with Moore, the second-string quarterback, in, I believe I would have been playing for the run there and then seeing if he could have beat me with the pass. But that's going to run the ball all the way down to the 15-yard line after the 15-yard penalty.
15-yard line, making it 1st and 10 for New Madrid.
And the Dons jump offside if they weren't drawn off. Nope, it's offside, another penalty. That's 20 yards added on to that last run. The 2 penalties on the Dons. Moves the ball to the 10. And the Dons are jumping. The quarterback's giving a hard count there, and when he does that, they're jumping off sides. That's the 2nd or 3rd time they've done that so far in the game tonight. Moore takes a snap, passes out in the flat, man wide open. And he breaks one tackle, gets down close to the goal line, but it looks like he'll be out of bounds at about the 2 or 3 yard line. That was Jaquan Jones.
Jones carrying for New Madrid.
And they're going to mark him, looks like at the 2 yard line.
Forced out of bounds.
And it will be 1st and goal for
It's going to bring up 1st and
New Madrid, already up 42-0. Hand off to Rosano, and he goes into the end zone untouched. It didn't look like anybody even touched him. Now that's 48-0, but that's 6 points they put on the board. The 2 penalties on the Dons aided in that touchdown big time. They got 20 yards in penalties out of the 42 on that touchdown. They hand it off, and Rosano falls down, so he doesn't get into the end zone. So the score will stay at 48-0.
By Doniphan.
And New Madrid will kick off. And Tomatis will, I believe he's going to kick. Yep, number 80, he comes out to the field to kick off again with 4.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Dons will send Alfonso and Hodo back this time deep.
Kicking off, number 80, Gabriel Tomates.
Kicks high in the air. Going to be Alfonso. Feels it at about the 17, up to the 20, 25, 30. And again, another good return up to almost the 40-yard line. He had a 72-yard return earlier.
Up the middle.
And he got the ball down to the Dons 9-yard line, or to the Madrid 9-yard line, but the Dons couldn't push it in. Turned it over on downs. And they'll start at their 38-yard line. Price hands it off, and another loss on down, and the ball's fumbled again.
Loose ball on the play.
And that was, I believe, Joyner who lost that one. Yep, Joyner. And are they going to say he was down? Oh, I guess they are. Well, the Dons caught a break right there because that looked like that ball come out before he was down. Unless they said his forward progress was stopped. Another loss of 3 yards. I still don't think the Dons are in positive yardage on their total yards for the game. Fakes the handoff. Jump pass is intercepted. And it's going to be run back, I believe, all the way for a touchdown. It is. And that's number 18 as he anticipated, Eric Tillman. That little jump pass.
New Madrid.
And the Madrid, that's the second interception run back for a touchdown tonight for the Eagles. And that makes it 54-0. And they not sure if they may be going to kick here. No, they've got number 12 out there. He's going to try to get the 2-point conversion. That is Nolan Mungle. He is a freshman. Well, they'll still go for the 2-point conversion. All these touchdowns they've got tonight, and they still have not tried an extra point kick. So Mungle will be the quarterback, and Rosano will be the running back. They hand it off out to the left side, and waltzing into the end zone for a 2-point conversion is number 28, Jaden Guest, a freshman also. And that makes it 56-0. As we are nearing the end of the third quarter. Matter of fact, I'm not sure we'll even get the kickoff in. If we do, we just barely will. So it's been all New Madrid tonight. And I'm not trying to make any excuses for the Dons, but when you've only got 15 players on a football team, that most of the schools, even small schools, are going to have 30 to 40, 45 players, and the Dons are hurting for numbers right now. And we must have had some sort of penalty on the Madrid because they're backing them up. Probably another unsportsmanlike conduct because it's a 15-yarder. So again, I'm sure they were probably trash talking because there hadn't been any pushing or shoving or anything. So they're probably probably giving it a little bit of lip service after they score on the Dons. So he'll kick off from oh, that's the end of the quarter. Okay, we're going to switch in. Okay, so that's the end of the third quarter, 56-0 to Madrid. We'll be back in 1 minute with the fourth quarter on Current River Broadcasting.
The housing market is hot and interest rates are still low, making it a great time to sell your house or look for your new home. Either way, Taylor Schleif with United Country American Realty in Doniphan is there for you. Check out her listings online and be assured that Taylor will be with you every step of the way, making the process easier and more enjoyable for you. Come see her at their office in Oak Tree Village or schedule an appointment by calling 996-6786. Taylor Schleif and United Country American Realty, coming soon to a closing near you.
We're for road trips. We're for hitting up Arthur Bryant's for lunch and making it to Lambert's for dinner. We're for drop tops, T-tops, classics, cruisers, steel horses, and real horses. Have you ever hit a deer? Yep, we're for you too. We're for getting stuck in traffic and 6-lane freeways that aren't so free. We're for Missouri license plates. No, medals of pride. Like us, no two roads are alike, but we're all connected. We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and if you're a Missouri driver, we're for you.
I am Doug Green, your Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and if you're in Ripley County, I've got you covered.
We're ready to start the fourth quarter. The Madrid will be kicking off to the Dons. And the kick is deep. And again, it's Devin Alfonso at the 30. Gets a block, and he's going to take it out close to the 50-yard line. And that's where the Dons will start their offense.
Devin Alfonso bring the ball up.
And they're going to mark it at the 47-yard line of the Dons.
Stop by number 59, Connor Henderson. That's going to set up 1st and 10 for Doniphan. Ball's been placed on the 48-yard line. 1st and 10.
We've got a guy walking across the field down here on the field of play down behind the players here. I guess he didn't want to take the long way around. Devin Alfonso in motion. He takes the handoff, comes to the outside, fights off a couple tackles, and he's going to gain a yard or two. That side-to-side defense, no matter it is just so quick at getting out there. They stretch that out. By the time the Dons player gets there, there's 4 or 5 the Madrid players there on defense ready to make the tackle. Clock running with 10 minutes and 35 seconds left in the game. 2nd down and 9. They give him 1 yard on that play. Price dropped back to pass. Oh my goodness, he had 2 guys wide open, and he overshot both of them.
Cliff Hodo, the intended receiver.
Hodo was open, and also Jaden Billings. They were both wide open. He did have a couple of defenders coming in on him, and he threw it off his back foot. But usually when you throw it off your back foot, you come up short, but he overthrew both of them. Third down and 9 from the Dons' 49-yard line. Snap back, Price. Under pressure, is going to throw it down the field, and had Alfonso open, but he threw it over his wrong shoulder, and it's incomplete. Price throws a pretty good ball. It's good spiral. He just hadn't been able to connect. Let's see if the Dons go for it. They probably will. 9:25 to go in the game. Fourth down and 9. They got to get to the 42-yard line of New Madrid. He dropped back again. He's going to throw it deep again, and it's going to be intercepted. This time it's Nolan Mungle, and he's going to bring it back to the 40-yard line. And Price just kind of threw that one up for grabs. And I've lost track of the turnovers. I believe that's 5 turnovers, and they've also had a couple of turnovers on downs where they hadn't been able to convert on fourth down. That was actually both a turnover on downs and a turnover as well. And we're going to have a timeout here with 8:34 to go. We'll take a 1-minute break and be back to finish this one up here from Doniphan. Stay with us. After the interception, Madrid takes over at their own 40-yard line. 8 minutes and 34 seconds left in the ball game. The Madrid is going to go to 4-0 in the season. Dons will fall to 0-4. And they have Mungle in at quarterback again. He's going to hand it off. And tackled in the backfield. Good tackle there by number 74, Hunter Jones of the Dons, as he tackles number 35, Keyshawn Connors, in the backfield. Well, he's a little guy, real little. He lost about 3 yards on the play. Call it 2nd down and 13. Man in motion. They flip the handoff. Got a chance to get enough. Oh, they didn't. They let him get away. They're still going to tackle him for a loss, but they had a chance to get him for about a 7 or 8 yard loss. And he's going to end up losing about probably 3 on that play. And it'll bring up 3rd down, and no, they're going to say he got out to the 37. So he lost 1 yard on the play, so it'll be 3rd down and 13. Got to get to midfield for a 1st down. We'll see if the Madrid coach trusts Mungle to throw the ball here. And we've got an injured player. I think it's probably just a cramp. It looks like one of the Dons was on the ground over there. It's actually first time tonight we've had an injury. The most of the other games we've had several. Even the road games had several injured. Of course, the Dons still playing without Luke Emmons as well. I heard him tell somebody over there he thought 2 more weeks and he'd be able to start playing again. That means he'll only have like the last 3 games of the season to play if he gets back in 2 weeks. And he is a senior. Don definitely miss him. He's a good running back. And the player for the Dons still down there. And I think they're trying to tell the clock keeper to go ahead and have the clock running here, but they have stopped and now they got it going. Haven't been able to see who that is for the Dons. Oh, it's Logan Price. He goes limping off. I don't know if that was a cramp or not. If it was a cramp, he still might be. Hopefully that's what it is, because that won't be any problem. Got 6 minutes and 50 seconds to go in the game. It's 56-0 in favor of Madrid. They have a 3rd and 13 from their own 37-yard line. Nolan Mungle is the quarterback. He's a freshman. He got in here in the 4th quarter, right at the end of the 3rd quarter. He's going to pass it out in the flat. Man's wide open. And a nice job there again. I think that's Buffington again made a nice tackle. Yes, it is.
And a good wrap up by number 50, Caden Buffington.
And that one, nope, they give him the line of scrimmage. So it's 4th and 13.
4 and 14 for New Madrid.
And it looks like Mungle may be their punter. He's dropped back to punt. Play clock down to 4 seconds. He gets the kickoff. And the Dons are going to let it bounce. And it takes him to Madrid bounce, and it's going to roll dead about the 38-yard line. And that's where the Dons will have it with 5:20 left in the ball game. (37-13). Well, that's about a 25-yard punt by Mungle. No return. We'll see if Logan Price is able to come out or if the Dons will.
Going dead on the 39-yard line. Gonna set up.
I don't see him out there, so that may be Cliff Hodo. Well, I can't see. I think it's Hodo back at the quarterback now. They hand it off. No, fake handoff, and Hodo's got to run. He's outside down to the 40-yard line and down to the 35. He faked me out. I thought he handed it off to Joyner, and he kept it. And he gets 27 yards on that gain, and that's probably more total yards than the Dons had all night long on that one play. Down to the 35-yard line. It'd be nice to get some points on the board before this one's over. Hodo fakes it, takes off again, gets inside, and he's going to get inside the 25-yard line before he's knocked down.
Another big play by number 2, Cliff Hodo.
And they're going to mark him at the 22-yard line. Another first down. Dons quickly line up here. Hodo in the shotgun. This time he fakes it. No, he gives it this time to Joyner. And Joyner's going to get about a yard before he's tackled. And that tackle will be by number 53's Jack Pipkin. No gain on the play, they say. 2nd down and 10. This time he's going to keep it himself. Got a gain again down inside the 15. Cuts back in, and he is going to be knocked out of bounds, I believe, inside the 10-yard line. And with 2:45 to go, the Dons are in the red zone for only the 2nd time tonight. And the first time was on a long, long punt return. Are they going to penalty on the play? Oh, my goodness. Wouldn't you know it? They get a really good play and they get a penalty. Somebody was holding.
Holding against Doniphan. Ball's going to be brought
back to the 30-yard line. They got to get out of the 12, so it'll be 1st and 18. Excuse me, 2nd and 18. Hodo drops back. Was going to pass it. Now he's going to take off running. And he is brought down from behind on a really good tackle there by number 25. That is Jason Jones. Well, the Dons had a chance there. If they hadn't had that penalty, they would have been inside the 10-yard line. Now they're backed up, and they are at the 32-yard line. That was actually a loss, and it's 3rd and 20. Hodo drops back, going to throw it deep, and it's up for grabs, almost intercepted, and dropped.
Pass incomplete.
And that was the same man that just made the last tackle there, Jones. No, that was number 15. That was B.J. Waters.
Brown.
And with 1:10 to go, the Dons are going to go for it on 4th and 20.
Down for Doniphan.
So they're going to have to throw it a long way downfield if he can get rid of it in time. He steps up in the pocket. Now he's going to take off, and he is going to get nowhere near a first down. You got to throw that ball no matter what there. You got to throw it up for grabs if you have to. So that's probably just about going to do it with 45 seconds left. That's 4th down. And, well, we got another injury. The clock's still running, so that may do it. And it's another Dons player. So we made it almost through the whole game before anybody got hurt. And Logan Price went out just a little bit ago, and this is probably Cliff Hodo because it looks like he's over there right where he went down with the ball. And they help him up, and he goes off. And it was Hodo, so he's going off under his own power. And that's going to be the game as the clock was still running all that time. So our final score is going to be 56-0 in favor of New Madrid over the Dons here tonight in the Dons' second home game of the season. So New Madrid goes to 4-0. The Dons fall to 0-4. And the Dons will be in action next Friday night, right back here in Doniphan against the Dexter Bearcats. And Bo Black will be here to bring you the play-by-play with that. And then I'll be back for our final home game of the season. I think the second Friday in October. I don't remember the date. I believe it's October 13th. But Dons only have 2 more home games left on the season. So 56-0 is our final score. Dons drop this one to New Madrid. This is Keith Bowman for Matt Moore of Kurt River Broadcasting. Good night, everybody.